They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. He's going to air one out right away. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. That's 2 touchdowns.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air. It's Cousins. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He's got his tight end. That
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Keith Scott, joined by Brock Heward for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
Throwing to start this game. Going deep right away. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Play action on first down. Metcalf's got it. Complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first. Throwing from the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma, one of the game's better runners since Kyler Murray.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Murray taking right to the air. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and the cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Willis now. This one's caught. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Boswell to add the PAT. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now we get set to see the Cardinal offense for the 2nd time. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this one does not go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Now Murray on the play fake. Escapes the punt. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate. And unless there's...
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
We often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. On the move into the red zone. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. So before they can set up for... We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. Eagles stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. This one is up and good. And the Eagles push the lead to 20. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. Completes this one to Hill. And that's good for a gain of 5. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Here's Kyler to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over after the interception. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles with 2nd and 6. From the 34. He's on the move. And he'll go down here at the 16. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal. Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. Boswell to add the PAT. And that's no good. His 2nd missed extra point of the day. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals getting out there on offense one last time in this opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Flushed out. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So in the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott Brock here with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here come the Cardinals to begin quarter number 3. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. That's taken in by Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
New series coming up following the punt. And the Eagles will take possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. Jukes his way into the clear. Up the sideline past the 25. The 50. 30. He's at the 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Out ahead the Cardinals now on offense. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's going to take this one to the 25 before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's 2nd and 7. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Henry on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Cardinals have it, 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Kyler. Henry on the catch. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to the air, Murray. He'll get this to Henry. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. They'll throw it again. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cardinals trying to do some window dressing. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Search it. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed. And maybe a whole lot of...
Pressure's there. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the up back. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Going right back to the fullback. Next play. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. Across the 20, continuing to work. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you've got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Eagles see the return go out of bounds. And that is how this game's going to end. So it... Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game. Any edge that you could create. But now, well, now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go. Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this one.
He loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Playing favorites with the fullback here. Buys some breathing room here. He's across the 15. Off to the races. Middle of the field. At the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, it could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll be led out by a former number 2 pick out of North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. A tight end in motion now. On 2nd down, a run with Elliott. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Starts his return from the 23. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Oh, baby! He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody in the building that was going to catch him.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, when they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. The Steelers set to punt it. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. Pulled in at the 20. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Fullback dive up the gut. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They are facing second down deep on their own end. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with third down and 5. On the draw, this is Johnson. No one around. He's got space. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Steelers offense headed out. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Steelers got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That's a pickup of 7 yards, and now they'll face 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Looking to return from the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. It's a foot race. He's at midfield. Into the red zone. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Impressive stuff there, Bronco, and the length of the field on that possession, using that short run to finish it off.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for any better execution from your punter, right? Stuck it right back there on their own goal line, and they still take it the whole way down for a score, reducing that great execution from the punt to a distant memory.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the... And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Dump off to his fullback. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the 3rd quarter. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Trubisky now to throw. He's on the move. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of nickel.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy, something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Okay, go ahead and pitch me. I think we just saw it. Not only a fullback getting a touch, but getting a double-digit gain. I think the big guy's earned himself another carry or 2 with that one.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Last 2 plays have been tremendously efficient for this offense. Get a good gain on first down that sets up 2nd and short. And then like John Madden used to say, boom, that fullback moves the chains.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Right up the gut. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he's stopped after getting this down to about the 44. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles started celebrating this win a while ago. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Nice run across the 15. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles continue piling it on here in the 4th. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To the air with Trubisky. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trubisky. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is continue adding to an insurmountable lead. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Eagles continue piling onto this lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. The opportunity to win this. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Eagles get the football with a very short field ahead. Just a little outside the 20.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
They're lining up on the doorstep, 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Johnson. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And with this loss already assured, cut out. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. And there's our lasting image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And if they could play at this level and Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner, Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
The offense about set to take over now, and here's their quarterback out to lead them to the line.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles pull that in front further, 13-zip. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And Brock, they are not up to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, and typically one will follow.
From the 26 on second down. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make them.
Wow, it's free again. And the Eagles get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? First and goal to begin this one. They'll run with Johnson. Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Boswell to add the PAT. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 21-zip already. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to hit Robinson, complete. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke. Take it.
Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. When he can't evade the coverage team for much, they stop him before he gets... The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Has it at the 37. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen,
He's got it deep downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! The Eagles blowing them out now, 34-zip. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Eagles continue piling onto this lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. From the secondary, Greg Delpit on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. 4th down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. He's got this at the 27. The Eagles and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. Wide open down the field. And he has it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Wow, it's free again! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock. 55 seconds left in the half. 1st down throw, Mahomes. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Boswell gets that point after to go. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports. I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the 2nd half. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Fielded at the 7. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Taking a deep shot here. Wide open, downfield. Got it! He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow the lead coming out at halftime. Point after up and good from Boswell. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. Little slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Wow, it's free again! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's Johnson on second down. Juke the defender, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Boswell to add the PAT. And the kick is good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard from the secondary. Grant Delpit on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Here's Mahomes now. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Big gain downfield. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning right. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Robinson up the middle. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. They gain nothing on second down, and it sets up third and a long way to go. Mahomes. Oh no, ball's loose. Ball's loose in the end zone. And a defender's on it. This is a touchdown. The Eagles stretch their lead on the final play of the third. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points at 1 out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. That count runs their off game. They have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Wow, it's free again! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession. Yeah,
and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed.
Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. To the air, Mahomes. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Chiefs hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. He takes this in on his side of midfield. New series coming up following the punt. And the Eagles will take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes a defender. And he's going to step out a little short of the 10.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Willis to the air. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. They connect on the deep shot. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles running them out of the building. Boswell gets that point after to go. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now outruns their offense to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up with your fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Point after up and good from Boswell. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw Mahomes. Wow, it's free again! And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And if they could play at this... Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
So out they come for their opening drive of this ball game. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
Think of it this way. Think of every quarterback being a little bit like a chef. They got their own signature style they bring to the field and play the game with. It really does create a unique experience for all of us watching them cook. And his style could be one of the most fun to watch. Some of the plays he makes, other quarterbacks don't even dream of making. And that type of game is often a recipe for success.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Johnson Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end.
Exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of it.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Dropping back to throw. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Hauls in this punt at the 8. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from his own end zone. He puts some air under a deep throw. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And this has turned into a blowout very early, Brock, but still plenty of time left if they can start to put things together here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's an early runaway. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Looking to the air here. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. The return begins on their side of midfield. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And they're going to take over possession. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's off to the races. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Gets this to McConkey.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Now it's Sauce Gardner dropping him there. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Lone back gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense up to the line fast. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
He's got it near the 8. Has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum before halftime here, Brock, or if they just choose to head off. Wow, it's free again! And he gets it back. Oh, there's still a shot at the first.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
He's back to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That extra half second, Kate, that's it. You know, we talk about timing in the passing game all the time, the precision. Well, it's the same thing with the drop. If you have too long of a delay, you give a D tackle like that a chance to get home and make a play.
And he can escape no longer. They roll over and bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Collects this at the 35. Their offense ready to take the field now. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. He lofts it deep left. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles piling onto the scoreboard yet again. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now this offense ready to head back out. And as we're being reminded of watching this package, there have been quite a few mad scrambles for the football in this one. It has been put on the deck a lot. And drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Johnson. Broke through the tackle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Thankfully, only one. They're now set for 1st and 10. Hand off to the up back. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles take possession of the football.
This is a time with the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field. It starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Wow, Brock, that is one of the longest runs I think we're going to see out of a fullback. And just can't get my mind around the fact that he outpaced those DBs long enough to reach the end zone.
You and me alike. That was a power lifter, a power blocker becoming a sprinter. You know, I'm not sure if we stretch out further, he's going to hold on and score, but at that distance, oh, gosh. TD.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He gets a lot behind one. Deep dip. Has room down the left sideline. At the 20. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Going after up and good from Boswell. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a shot.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw now. Oh, and the ball is out in the end zone. Forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. This offense making its way back out now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. And they pick him off again. And the Eagles take possession up at their own 43-yard line. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw. Oh, he got some air under this one, deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Now, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup. And I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
Looking to throw to get started, it's Rattler. Open man downfield is Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Rattler. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Rattler now back to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, young man from the University of Colorado.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle.
He gets free, and he's going to take this one all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. 49ers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. As they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
To throw, it's Rattler. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This brought in out past the 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Willis. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 96 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Niners offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score. as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Throwing is Rattler. He goes down dangerous right there, so close to the goal line. He is outside of the end zone, though. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Robinson. The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. The 49ers out for the punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Now Willis. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 94 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Throwing now is Rattler. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. They'll come up here on second down and 5. In trouble, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Rattler. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This one fielded out beyond the 25. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 97 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Eagles are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard hiccup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Right back to the fullback. Past the 40. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 92 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Eagles stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get back to work. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll try to run with their fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. So we are through 3. This. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. Oh, big hole, left side. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Niners offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Taking off,
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Eagles have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And they will score again. This time, it's the defense. And, Greg, this just adds to what has been a one-sided affair from the start.
Yeah, and on a day where it just seems like nothing has gone their way, this fumble return for a touchdown kind of just adds injury to insult. There's days, Mike, where you just don't have your best and the other team has the upper hand, and I think it's pretty clear today is one of those days.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. He'll drop to throw. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic first down. Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Up the sideline, past midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and
he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's pinned. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick six or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And so much for being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. Inside the 40. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. State might not be the friendliest.